Good morning. I'm out here in my studio making some plans to redo this beauty that I picked up from somebody in the next town over who was cleaning out a garage. And I purchased it, I think, for like 40 bucks. It's really awesome. It's vintage. It's in great shape. Well, I mean, it's old and it's worn, but you know, it's made very, very well. The canes that are missing over there, I know how to replace, so I will be replacing them. And part of me wants to turn this into something so nursery beautiful, but the reason why I bought it was to turn it into kind of a darker fairy tale baby basket. So that's the direction I'm headed. And I'll take you along for the ride. I may just take photos and do some filming, but I'll put it all together for you. Isn't it awesome? So cool. So there were a couple of these canes missing and I just replaced them. I actually was trimming my pomegranate tree and these came from that. And all I did was kind of feed them up and through and weave them in. And now I need to look at this. Looks like there are a bunch of pieces missing here. Rather than replace them, they're so brittle, I'm just gonna pull out the broken ones. And I don't think it takes anything away from the design at all. I think it looks okay. It'll work out. I was going to order a new mattress. I've decided against it. This plastic is just eaten up. The inside is in really, really great shape. This batting is old and discolored, but it's not moldy or smelly. It doesn't have any like bugs or grossness in it. So I bought a piece of upholstery fabric and I am just gonna make a new cover. Why upholstery fabric? Well, because I have it and because it has plastic on the inside, a layer, and the outside is rather thick. And so it gives me a little cushion. Now, real baby isn't gonna sleep on this, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I just in case there's some weirdness here that could hurt a doll, I'm gonna cover it with that. And then I will probably just put a regular bassinet sheet on. So right now I'm just gonna peel all this. I ended up painting the bassinet this lovely gray. It's got a little bit of lavender and it's got gray and it's got a little bit of brown. I just mixed it up using a bunch of paints that I had. I know it might seem very non-traditional, but I was kind of going for a vibe. And so I'm all done. Here it is, it's all done. So I'm sorry you're getting a picture of my whole studio and my bike. This is what it looks like. I was too excited to wait to go outside to film it. I got up early to fix it. So the mattress, I did not keep. I ended up throwing away because when I got all that plastic off, there was a little mold in there and I don't do well with mold. So I just made this cushion and then I covered it with just some unbleached muslin. And I found this beautiful piece of fabric and I bought a yard and I might get another yard. I don't know, I just like it. The colors were right. And then up here, I went and cut more branches. These are the ones that I used to repair all the caning. I found 2 other places that needed repair. And so I just wove some pretty branches in. And I really like it. I'm not sure you get the full effect just because you're in my studio and it's rather busy and there are shadows, but I just wanted to share. I think it came out really pretty. I really like it. My neighbors were giving away this chair. And I said, hey, I'll take it. And I needed another chair for my studio. Now, this is a woven seat and it's coming apart here at the corners. I'm not too worried. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to upholster a soft seat for it and paint it. So I ran down to the fabric store and I found this one decor paint. It has a built-in primer. So hopefully it will give me some good coverage. It's pink and the chair is black, so I'm gonna need to have a lot of coverage. And I have a screwdriver to pull that seat off. And I bought this velvet. It's nice, it's thick, it's wonderful. And my fabric store was having a clearance sale. So I got this velvet for $12 a yard. I bought a yard. I'm not going to need a yard, but I love the color, and I'm probably going to make some monster babies out of that. And then I had a coupon for this. This was about 15 bucks, and it's just some high density foam. And I'm going to add that to the seat so that it will be fluffy. I could just make a cover for this and pop this on top, but I don't want to. I want to upholster it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to go look for my staple gun. I got some paintbrushes, got my screwdriver. I'm ready to rock and roll. In case you've never taken the pad off of a chair, and actually, I'm kind of wondering if I took this off and turned it over, if it would still be okay. You know what, if it's perfect on the other side, I might consider it. I'm guessing it won't be, but you know, I will try anyway. So the screws that hold it on are in there. And you just pop your screwdriver in, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So you want to go left and pull all those screws out, and the seat should pop off. Here is my little guy. He's going to give me a hand. He's taking out all the screws for me because my wrist is still sore. I got the seat off. It was just 6 little screws. And this side actually looks really nice, except I see this over here, and I know that's just gonna fray and be scratchy on your legs. And this actually isn't a super comfortable seat. So we're going to head on outside and start cleaning up the chair. Okay, we're out here in the garden. You can hear the birds. And we're gonna go ahead and just take a little bit of washing up soap and a washcloth. I found one in my rag bag there. And just clean up all the dust and the stickiness from life before we put some paint on there. While the paint is drying, I'm going to go ahead and cover the seat. I just put the foam here. It's a little bit smaller than the seat, but it's okay. There's a little area here I'll have to be creative about covering. And basically I'm just going to go grab my staple gun. I'm leaving all of that, whatever that raffia, rattan, whatever it is, on there. And I'm just going to staple all the way around. And I'm thinking about covering a big button for the center, but we'll see. I don't want it to look too bedroomy. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like when I turn it over. It's early in the morning and I am up. I'm going to get hair glued in. For some reason I forgot yesterday and I was almost going to assemble them, and I woke up this morning thinking I don't remember gluing in hair. So that is what is happening today. There is the basket I made. Here is my studio, just about to sit down, and there is that pink chair that I made so that my son can come and sit in here and do a little homework with me sometimes. And here is the Blackberry Thief. She's just hanging out with me, listening to a little video. And I'm gonna sit here and Mod Podge the inside of these heads. It's gonna be a great day. I love it when the sun starts coming up in the morning and it's so quiet in the house. It feels so nice to get out here and work. It won't last long, but I'm gonna savor it. I'm gonna get some babies assembled. Here is a big giant bucket of zip ties. I just bought them, oh, I don't know, about 2 years ago. Schroeder gave me a link and I don't have it anymore, so if I need them again, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but they've lasted a while. And I buy the big box of polyfill because it's easier for me to store in this box, and if I never open the box, it just doesn't kind of like poof out. They pack it in there, and if you open the box, it just kind of becomes a giant cloud. So I keep the box closed, and then I just make a little hole in here, and I just kind of weasel stuff out when I need it. And here are some limbs that don't have rings because they're an odd shape and I don't have rings to fit them. So I went ahead and put some glossy Mod Podge around them. I'm gonna let them dry for a couple of hours, and then I'll get those babies assembled. And there's my video, because how can you survive out in a studio all by yourself without a little entertainment? I think that's the Isaac Asimov debate, memorial debate, which might seem kind of boring for other people, but I kind of like it. So if you're a dork like me, you can appreciate that. And here is my little workstation. I'm putting that octahybrid together. And here are the limbs I'm going to assemble on the body. And there is my big vat of glass beads. It's actually meant to keep dog food in, and I bought it for my glass beads. And I'm gonna get this baby assembled, and I'll come back and show you.